All the way from Queensland in Australia, the Poole Pirates' new recruit Zane Keleher joins us to answer some of your questions. Zane, thanks for your time today. Poole Pirates 2020, you looking forward to it?
Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. It's great to be on the Pirates team this year, and I really can't wait to get over there and get started with the boys.
Well, no doubt you've seen some of the interviews that we've done with your teammates already. We've asked some of the Pirates fans to come up with some questions on social media so that we can find out a little bit more about you. So our first question comes from Bertram on Twitter, and he says, "Welcome to the Pirates, Zane. What made you leave it until now to come to the UK?"
Yeah, I guess my situation's a little bit different to some of the other young guys that come from Australia. For me, I had to make sure I had the right deal and was coming for the right club. And although I thought I was ready last year, 2019, I think it's been great that I've had another year here in Australia to develop and work on my skills and really come along as a rider and achieve a few more results here in Australia first. So I think everything happens for a reason, and to be coming over to be a Pirate in 2020 is a great place to start my UK Speedway career.
Well, you certainly seem to work hard off track as well. A former Poole Pirate rider back in the 90s, Rod Calhoun, who we know is very involved in Australian Speedway, he commented the other day on how professional you are as well. So it must be great to have that effort recognised by people within the sport.
Yeah, Rod and I actually only met for the first time a couple of months ago, but he's pretty up to date with Australian Speedway and who's doing what, and I guess he's seen how professional I am and how I conduct myself, and he's really made a huge effort to help get my name out there to UK clubs, and he's done a bit to get me over there this year, and I can't really thank him enough for that, and hopefully we can have a successful year and get some good results on the board.
Moving to Facebook, Terry Needham asks, why do you want to ride in the UK? With Poland being the popular choice at the moment, what was it about British Speedway that enticed you to come over here?
To be honest, I have had offers from Poland, but I think the UK is the next step for me. As everyone says, it's where you do your apprenticeship, and that's what I need to take my racing to the next level. I think it's going to be great learning all these new tracks in the UK, and hopefully we can keep stepping up and progressing as the year goes on.
Well, that links in quite nicely to our next question by Abigail Sophie Denham, who says on Facebook, which away tracks are you most looking forward to racing and why? Have you had a chance to study some of the tracks through the videos online?
Yeah, for sure. We get to watch all the online videos here in Australia, so kind of know a little bit what to expect from each track. That's a tricky question though. I'm going to say Redcar because when Charles Wright was here before Christmas, he spent some time here in Australia. He actually talked highly of Redcar, and I think it might be a track that might suit me, and yeah, pretty keen to go there and see what it's all about.
Lee Brooks asks, small or big tracks, grippy or slick? What's your preference?
Yeah, I like both. From where I am in Queensland, we have all the big tracks. For example, my home track here in Rockhampton is 440 metres. But I can ride the little tracks too. I got second in Victorian state titles at the smallest track in Australia. That's at Undira. So
yep.
I'm not fussed. Grippy or slick. I like slick inside and a bit of dirt on the outside to have some good passing moves for the crowd.
I guess if you want to become a complete speedway rider, small, big, grippy, slick, doesn't matter. You still got to ride it.
Yeah, that's it. It's still 4 riders, 4 laps, and best man wins.
Back on Facebook then, Finlay Coles asks, do you think you can follow in other successful Aussies' footsteps? All the riders that have raced for Poole over the years from Australia, Jason Crump, Lee Adams, Craig Boyce, what do you think? Can you do it?
Yeah, I hope so. Obviously there's a lot of history with Poole and Australian riders and world champions, and I think it's a great stepping stone, a great club, and I'd be thrilled to continue on the pathway that some of those other names have gone on. Yeah, can't wait to get started and see if we can do that same thing.
Another question by Terry Needham. What are your aims for 2020?
Yeah, so we've ticked the first one off. That's getting a contract with the Poole Pirates. So then as the season goes on, we're going to get over there and get on with press day and try and get a good advantage on our home track. And then all the away tracks are going to be fresh to me every time we go there. So we've got to learn those tracks. Obviously we're going to be competing against guys that have ridden those tracks for many years, so we've got to quickly develop and adapt to those tracks, and then hopefully step it up within the team, and hopefully towards the end of the season we're in a good position and can go for some playoffs.
Joshua Andrew, he says Darcy Ward or Chris Holder?
That's a hard one, but I'm going to have to say Darcy because we're both Queenslanders.
Who's your inspiration then, Zane? Have you got any current riders or riders from the past that really motivate you to push on?
Yeah, that's a good question actually. I have three, and they're three from each different generation of Speedway, and for all different reasons as well. The first one's Ivan Major, for what he did at such a young age and coming all the way from New Zealand across to the UK, virtually unknown. Jason Crump from the latest era, and Australia's greatest ever Speedway rider. And of course from the modern era, I'm going to say Ty Wolfenden. Ty's had a lot of setbacks and personal issues through his life, and to see him now, 3-time world champions, huge inspiration to us younger guys.
With Ty riding in Australia this winter, did you get a chance to race against him at all?
No, I haven't been to Perth this summer, so I've been over there 2 years before, but I didn't travel across this year because we were quite busy on the East Coast with the Australian Championships.
Your pre-season training then, has that been focused on things like being in the gym, on getting funds together for new equipment, or spending plenty of time on the track?
Yeah, I really like the off-bike training side of things. So I do mountain biking, high intensity interval training at a specialised gym that I go to, as well as a bit of trail running and any other sort of general fitness like that I can find time for and fit into my schedule. We've had quite a busy summer here in Australia. I lived away in Victoria for 2 months leading up to Christmas, raced every weekend down there. Then we had the Australian Championships, and we've got a few races left in the Australian summer before we fly over to the UK.
Well, you say we, that means you're going to be flying over with Josh McDonald and Ben Cook as well. Have you spent much time together over there? Have you raced with each other before?
Yeah, it's pretty exciting to be on a team with these guys. We've raced each other in the Winter Series here in Australia for the last couple of seasons, and I think it's really cool that we're all on the same team, and who knows, maybe we can put some good team riding together, and I think it's really beneficial that we know how each other ride, and I think that's going to be beneficial for the team.
Well, I think we're all looking forward to seeing you guys battle it out on track and represent the Pirates. Now, leaving Australia, not an easy thing to do. Your family, your friends, you're leaving them behind to come over here. This sport is a very expensive sport to be a part of. So where are we at as far as sponsorship's concerned? Obviously, first season in the UK, it's got to be pretty important for you.
Yeah, for sure. I'm really lucky to have a great group of sponsors here in Australia. But obviously I'm setting up a new life and a new career, and starting completely afresh in the UK now. So I do need a little bit of help with getting set up over there. Obviously I've got a lot of costs in my first year because I've got no bikes over there, no tools, no equipment. We're in the final stages of sorting my accommodation and plans and all that sort of stuff when I get over there. But I'm facing some big costs to get set up and get ready to roll come press day and the start of the season. So I am looking for a few local businesses within the Poole area or even the greater region to jump on board. I think you'll find that I'm one of the most professional riders out there, and I think you can see that from the way I represent myself and how I go about my Speedway. And I really think I've got a lot to offer British Speedway, and can't wait to get over there and give it a crack.
Well, that's really great to hear, Zane. Thanks for your time. We all look forward to seeing you in March in the UK as a full-blown Poole Pirate. Bring it on.
Yep, awesome. Can't wait, and can't wait to meet all you fans and see you all at the track every home meeting. So catch you in a few weeks, and up the Pirates 2020.